We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cleveland Browns. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
They're on 27-yard line.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Sanders. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Browns at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Checks it down to Judkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step.
10 more there and another 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check the eagle. Check the eagle. Go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Etienne is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Vikings.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And got his man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 34 yards there.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this curve. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Browns defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun, Patton. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They run up the gun with Kelly. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Patton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Rams.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Hup. Hup, hup.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Leads to second and goal.
Ready, ready. Ready. 70 Lions. Ready.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Set up.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
79 Broncos. Let's go now. Trap Viking 18. 60 Eagles.
From the gun, it's Shadur. This short pass into the hands of the Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And he's able to plow forward out to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Cougar 19.
Sanders to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Knocked it. Cavity Lion. Ready.
Throwing. Sanders. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
That's another.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Ready. 18.
A give up the middle. Judkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Timberwolves.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. That's taken in. It's Xavier Liggett. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Here we go. 68.
Straight ahead, ETN. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
To throw is Sanders. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
14 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here we go. Set. Panthers. Ready.
On the draw, it's Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshawn Judkins, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Ready.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On the run is and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
That's good.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. An inside run with Jenkins. And he stopped immediately there. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 9. Now Sanders. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21, Rams nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come with a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ready, Warriors, 70, press all 80. Yep.
2nd and 5. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll give up the middle to Kelly. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ready.
They'll go again with Kelly. And he's is going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's when we normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
Ready, break. Here we go, here we go. Count, track, and 60. Let's go.
Back to throw. Patton. It's caught outright by Graham. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Cougar 19. Hurt. Ready.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hurt.
Looking to throw. Patton. And he will find his man on the outside. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Kelly tries the right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Okay, ready.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Patton. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Ready.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Patton. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
21, Rams 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Okay, break.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Ready.
Out of the gun here, Sanders.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Ready.
The final shot before break. Sanders. And he goes out right around the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Panther 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Second and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Cowboy 80.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he's unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he goes out right around the 39. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Go! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
19, 18.
Here's Sanders. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go now. 6.
Throwing to start the drive. Patton. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go. Ready, go. Ready.
Again, this is Kelly. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Let's go.
2nd and 9 now.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Patton. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 4.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
He'll try and do this himself. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On fourth down, Patton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on fourth and goal from the 4, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the shotgun, Sanders.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the handoff is the Junkins.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the gun, it's Sanders. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Sanders.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Looking to put a drive together.
70.
Throwing to start the drive. Patton.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Cowboy 80. 18, 5 years. 79 Broncos.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh? I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Shutting the tackle, and now some room. And on the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Rams 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they got to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38.
Here we go. Ready.
They run with it. It's Kelly. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Aziz Al-Shire.
70 Timberwood.
It's a pickup of 6.
60
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Patton. Now a run here off the RPO, and they'll keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is caught.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Kelly will score. Touchdown, L.A. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They're on the 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ready? Cavity Lions. Let go.
1st down, right back to Judkins.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right, if it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down. Because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down, it actually aids the defense in that situation.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the counter, ETN.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
They'll give it to Jenkins.
Well, he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Dances by him.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Off play action. Patton. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
From the gun on third down, Patton. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Finding Graham on the slant. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's set.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Well, things start